still sending out cards. Cause you know who we are. We make dreams so real you can see it now. Rockin' with the sounds of Cody B.
Hey SOC Stars, this is Rachel Jackson, your executive coming from Houston, Texas, and I wanted to come at you today with a really quick tip to help you in prospecting this Christmas season. I know that for me and that for so many people, it becomes hard to build your business over the Christmas and New Year's holiday. And in fact, most of the time, once somebody hits the second week of December, they pretty much turn their business off until the first of the year when they make their resolutions and they're really back to hit the grind. But to really keep momentum and going in your business over the next few weeks, I think that this will be a really great tip for you, and also something that you can take even past the first of the year and through in building your business from here on out. One of the things that I look forward to the most, and I'm sure that you look forward to in being in Send Out Cards, is that you love receiving cards, right? I love getting cards in the mail. I mean, right now I'm getting like 10 Christmas cards a day from you guys and from other friends and things like that. But the cool thing is I actually do get cards from people that are not in Send Out Cards. So I get cards from either new acquaintances or new business prospects that I met, or even just people that I haven't had a chance to introduce into SOC, or maybe I have, but they haven't gotten started. And so what I do, of course, we put our Send Out Cards all over the house. So we have some in our hallways, some in our mostly in our kitchen. You know, they're just everywhere. There's like 16 on the mantle. So we put them everywhere. But what I do is I also make a separate pile just for the ones that come that are not a Send Out Cards Christmas card. So they're either Hallmark, American Greetings, maybe they're a custom one, maybe they were done at like Sears Photo Center or whatever. And usually most of the time what I'll do is these are my new prospects for the first of the year. And first off, what I do is when I get their card, I put on a message like, okay, have I talked to this person yet? Have I mentioned to them anything about Send Out Cards? You know, and if I haven't, this is a really great opening statement. Is obviously I call them back and make sure that, you know, hey, how was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? How is everything going? How's Betty Sue and Bobby Joe and the kids and the dog and all that sort of stuff. So I make sure and just recreate that relationship with them, especially if I haven't talked to them in a couple months, and just ask them how everything's going. And then I say, you know, I was just thinking about you today. You know, I was going through all my Christmas cards and I got your card, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for it. I really, really appreciate it. And they'll be like, yeah, I appreciate it too. By the way, thanks so much for your card. And it kind of gives that little like, oh yeah, it's wonderful. And you can say, you know what, that's actually the reason that I'm calling you. I got started and I started my own greeting card business, and once I received your card, I'm like, oh my gosh, Bob really needs to hear about this, or just insert their first name. You know, Jane really needs to hear about this. So I wanted to see if we could spend about 15 minutes sometime this week, whenever you're free in front of the computer, so I could show you a little bit more about this. And they'll be like, well, sure, yeah, I mean, what is it all about? Well, it's about 15 to 25 minutes. It's definitely nothing I can really explain, but once you see it, you'll totally understand, and you know, you're gonna know right away if it's for you or not. But even if it isn't Bob or Jane, you could potentially refer me a lot of business, and for me just getting started with this, I would really appreciate your help. Just asking for somebody's help. I mean, it's just so simple. A lot of times we overcomplicate things. We overcomplicate the whole process of introducing somebody into Send Out Cards. If you have already talked to them about Send Out Cards, and maybe you've even given them a gift account, like actually given them a free account to try, what I would recommend doing is calling them back and of course thanking them so much, and really appreciate it to say, you know, by the way, my offer still stands. I wanted to see, I saw that you sent a lot of cards, or we got your card this holiday season, you know, and you probably sent a lot. Is it something that you're ready to get started with Send Out Cards? Because you know what, I sent over 1,000 cards in 10 minutes, or I sent over 100 cards in 10 minutes. Oh, by the way, I also included 15 gifts in those. And so just kind of put a little zing in there, like, by the way, are you ready to get started with this? Because next time around I can make it a lot more simple for you to stay in touch and really get them either done on time. This also works really great if you get cards that are late. So if you get cards from, and this only works if your cards are out on time, because you don't want to be hypocritical, but if you say, hey, I got your card this week, let's say it's January 5th, I wanted to show you this really amazing service that can allow you to get your cards done quickly, efficiently, So you can get them done in November, and then that way you're spending time with family, you're spending time shopping, and focusing on the real meaning of Christmas and the holiday season. So make sure that you're not forgetting about your business this time of year and that you're not putting it on the back burner, but always be looking for ways that you can come up, and when you're getting these cards from people that are not SOC, you can say, oh wow, I need to call them and I need to contact them about that. Another way that I use this throughout the year is that if somebody sends me a thank you card, I already know that they're into the thank you note habit, you know, or maybe like a nice to meet you, and so that's when I get back to them and I say, hey, you know, I have a system that's absolutely going to revolutionize your life. You have to see this. You will not believe your eyes. And chances are they just have no idea that the system exists, because if they did, they would definitely be signed up. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and happy holidays, guys, and God bless.